when the truth counts. Here's Dave Champion.
All righty. We are back. We've been talking about the case of Ryan Burbridge in California, who was treated illegally by deputy sheriffs. Then he was prosecuted. The prosecution was checked, but nevertheless originally prosecuted illegally, unconstitutionally, trying to convert the exercise of a constitutional right into a crime. But in this article, here is a statement released by CalGuns. Though the CalGuns Foundation encourages individuals not to open carry in urban areas due to law enforcement confusion on the topic, it defends those who are falsely prosecuted for exercising their rights. CalGuns Foundation Chairman Gene Hoffman states, unfortunately, it is this confusion that will likely lead to the passage of Assembly Bill 144. That is the measure that would ban open carry in California. Now, let's go back and take a look at the first statement. Though CalGuns Foundation encourages individuals not to open carry in urban areas due to law enforcement confusion, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't get it. I'm really at a loss. Either you support a right or you don't. So let's say everybody listened to CalGuns and they only open carried in rural areas where people have brains. They didn't open carry in urban settings where people typically are leftist morons. And so, because the leftist morons did not have open carry shoved in front of their face, they didn't scream and yell at their legislators up in Sacramento, California, and the law banning open carry didn't catch fire and didn't pass, and it was all good. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? No. Because the dynamic this sets up is open carry can only remain lawful in the state of California, such as it is, if you don't open carry where you need the gun most, which is in an urban setting. So let me ask you a question. Where are you more likely to be attacked? You're out picking avocados in a farm environment in the middle of nowhere, you and your kids, or walking around in some urban environment that has an extremely high crime rate. Where are you most likely to be the victim of a crime? Yeah, in the urban environment. So what CalGuns is saying is, hey man, we don't want open carry to be outlawed. So don't open carry where you need to open carry. Only open carry in places where the chance that you're going to be a victim of crime is very, very, very small. The places where the chances you're going to be the victim of a crime are really high, don't open carry there. What sense does it make feeding into that dynamic, supporting that dynamic? The whole purpose for the open carry movement, Gene, is to change the paradigm. It is to get people comfortable with seeing Americans with guns. Oh my gosh. That's the purpose, Gene. You're missing the whole purpose of the open carry movement. To open carry in a place where nobody cares that you open carry because there's no crime and you're so rural there's no one around to even see you open carry doesn't really accomplish much, does it, Gene? Unbelievable. So on this forum where I read this, here's what I posted. I try to be supportive of organizations like California Open Carry, but when I read things like CalGuns recommends that people do not open carry in urban areas due to law enforcement confusion, it gets real hard. Where are you or a family member more likely to be a victim of crime? On a farm in the middle of nowhere or in an urban environment? So, if Californians are caring for self-defense, then it is precisely in the urban setting that they should be carrying. Of course, it probably doesn't matter because the legislature is poised to take away open carry as well. Here's the important part, why I'm sharing this with you. Even though not one single crime has been committed by anyone open carrying. I think, and I've abbreviated, right, the abbreviation for California is CA. I think CA actually stands for Communist America. But the important part of that is that not one person who has been open carrying in California has been accused of committing a violent crime with their gun. Not one. Not one. But yet the legislature is hot to take that. I don't want to call it a right, because in California it's more like a statutory thing. Because the state of California doesn't recognize it as a right at all. But this statutory setup that they've got, this statutory program or scheme that they have set up right now, they want to take that away. And I think it's very telling about the leftist mindset that they're all hot to take it away, despite the fact that not one single person open carrying has ever been accused of committing a violent crime with their weapon. Now, see, to me, if there are people open carrying and they're not committing any crimes of violence, shouldn't that tell a rational person, because remember, leftists are mentally ill, but shouldn't it tell a rational person that they're wrong? Their beliefs are in error. They are mistaken. Because remember, the leftist philosophy is, and it's statistically proven nonsense. There's not a single shred of statistical support for it, and there is ample statistical support for the opposite point of view. But their view is, if people have guns on their person, they are going to attack other people with those guns. That's what they think. They think, oh my God, that soccer mom has a gun on her hip, people are going to die. Oh my God, that business executive has a gun on his hip, people are going to die today. Yep, that construction worker on his way home from work, yep, if somebody accidentally backs into him in the grocery store parking lot, he's going to pull out his gun and he's going to start shooting that person. That's what they think. And they think that because that's how out of control they are. They know that they don't have the self-control. They know that they might get angry and pull the gun out and shoot people. Therefore, just like as human nature is, if they know that they have the capacity to lose their temper and shoot somebody on an almost daily basis because they're so mentally ill, they imagine that everybody else is mentally ill like them. Everybody else is so mentally ill they can't control their emotions. They imagine that everybody else is as self-permissive and immoral as they are. I'm angry. I'm going to shoot you now because I'm mad. I'm going to show you. They imagine that everybody thinks like them.